So I have a couple of canvases and I want to paint them today. The thing is, it's always a question for every artist or any people who are creative and put creative thoughts onto their work. That question that everyone asks in their mind is, what should I paint? Or what should I create? I got a couple of items to paint on. We have a frame right here. We have a small canvas with an easel, pretty cute. We got a mini canvas, A4 canvas, and an A3 canvas. I want to start off with the A4 canvas. I want to paint that today. The thing is, I don't really know what to paint. So we'll be painting together to see what I can come up with. Any creative ideas will come up and see how this would go. Okay, so after thinking for quite some time, I think I know what to paint now. So my idea is a camo in brown and to paint a nice little rose right in the middle for aesthetic looks. So let's see how this will turn out. We've got these two colors basically. Oh, and we have a big tub of white paint. There goes my watercolors. Oh, and one more thing, I need to get water. I've got my water, I've got my acrylic paint, paint palette, that's the word. And I guess it's time to start. Since I have a brief idea in my mind what I want to paint, my paintbrush from down here, using just the browns, just these two browns with a hint of white to make 3 colors. So let's start. I've got my paints on the paint palette and now start to paint. So my idea is to have a camo, like a camo background. I'm just going to be marking these with the colors I want. Camo over here, like that. I want a small one just around here, I guess. I'm just planning out my camo pattern. Hopefully it turns out well. Just randomly splotching just around like that. Do one more just around here, just a small one. There we go. That's the pattern I'm going with for the dark colors first. And now to fill the space. I do like to add a bit of water just to make it a bit runny and to fill the space pretty easily. Much easier if I had a tripod, but
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
I have to use my own hands as a tripod, which is quite difficult, to be honest. Not the easiest. I am painting on my bed, which is a pretty terrible idea if I do say so myself. But what do you expect when you have the most tiniest room in the world and no desk in your room? So you have to resort to anything possible. Okay, so I've painted my camo, or the start of a camo. It kind of looks alright. The dark colour does look very nice. Now it's time for the next color, which is this one. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure that would go because it looks kind of like diarrhea.
Disgusting!
I think what I'm going to do is mix the dark brown with a little bit of white and with this color and see what comes up. I mixed up the remaining brown paint, the dark brown paint, with a little bit of this color and a bit of white, and it gave me this quite pastel brown, and to be honest, I think it looks quite nice of a color. So I'm going to try and paint it on here and see if I like it or not. Okay, I finished with the second color. Now it looks a bit more like camo. So far at the moment, it looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. I do like the color combination. They do look nice. Now for the next color I'm going to do is continue with this shade of brown, but adding more white to make it a bit more of a pastel, and add it onto the canvas here. There are some questionable spaces like over here and over there. I don't really particularly like. Over here and over here is fine, but over here I need to fix this. I don't like how it's connecting like that. It doesn't really look like a camo. It's time for me to make the third color, which is going to be a lot lighter than this. A lot lighter than that. So yeah. Okay, so I have finally finished blocking in the colors. Obviously I have to go back and do a touch up on these to make them actually look like camo prints. Maybe darken this a little bit more, brighten this a bit more so they don't look similar to each other, and obviously fix up the brown ones, the dark brown ones obviously. Alright, I have finally finished the first part of this canvas, which is all I've done is literally a camo print, which took me so long to do. I don't even know how long I took at this point. I'm gonna guess around 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna say around 5 hours just to paint this. Yeah, took me long enough. Even that, I have not done the edges, which is a must for me. I cannot see undone edges of a canvas. It annoys the living crap out of me. But now, this is a nice, beautiful white rose right down the middle. I think I'm gonna go for a single rose because this took me too much time. And let's see what rose I should come up with. Yeah. Okay, I've done the sketch of the rose, and I don't know if you can see, but like quite big, just around there. And we have the stem going down with 2 leaves. Generally don't know how it will turn out or how would I paint this, but yeah. Okay, I've painted a base coat for the flower, or rose actually. It looks alright. Clearly I do not know how to paint a rose. This does not look like a rose one bit. I don't know what to do. Generally, as much as I try to make it look like a rose, it does not look like a rose. I mean, the shape is there. The shading is absolutely horror, but I don't know how to fix it. It looks kind of abstract, which is nice, but the thing is I've used brown, which is the same as the background, which kind of also blended in with a little bit. So this is a problem. I'll see how this goes and finish it off. It took me another 2 hours just to paint the rose. I'm not even sure if the rose actually looks like a rose. I've been painting, trying to make it look like a rose for so long. I think this is the best I can do so far without ruining it even more. So this kind of looks like a rose, an abstract rose. We got the stem right here. Well, I need to fix the stem. The leaves as well, and then that will be it. After a long time, like hours and hours and hours of painting, this is what I came up with. It's a brown camera print with a massive rose in the middle, which I quite like this. But the only issue I have at the moment is the rose. I don't feel the rose. I mean, it looks grey and all, but I don't really see the rose. I see the rose, but I'm not sure about the colours and how I painted it. It looks nice and everything. It does look really nice, but I have a problem with the rose. Let me know if... Little mistake I need to do. Did I do anything? Is it still the same? Did that do anything? Probably not. But yeah, this is the final outcome of my A4 canvas that I decided to paint today. Let me know what should I paint next. This took me, I wasn't counting how many hours, basically the entire day, almost the entire day. I'm tired and it turned out really nice. I do really like it. I just have a problem with the rose, and yeah, that's it really. Tell me if you guys like this, any suggestions of what to paint next. Like I said, yeah, that's literally it. Bye.